remember the first time you took a hit? You loved the feeling, it was the shit. I'm the one that you turn to when you need a fix. Baby, here's the sample, it's just the tip.
Hold on, don't record yet.
It's just the tip, 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 it's just the tip.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Deko-ze. Welcome to Footwork, where you're here for Canada's finest house CD release party. I really hope that what this CD will do for the music scene will just show people that Canada has and is rich with amazing, amazing production talent.
I think we've been affecting the scene way before anybody even knew what Canada was.
We have so many people that are being played internationally week in and week out.
You have Deadmau5, who just pretty much raped the entire scene, with 5 top 10 tracks at once. You have M1, who's just been producing consistently good music for a decade. You have MC Flipside, George Tiras, Joy and myself, as well as many others like Joy Cons, J-Force, Deko-ze, Nick Fiorucci, who actually released the entire CD, so we owe him a huge thanks. So if he's watching, we love you, Nick.
We're on the top of the charts right now. Literally, Canada's on fire. Per capita, I'd say that Canada is making noise worldwide. There's no question.
Toronto's been doing absolutely nothing but beating the shit out of everyone in the dance music world, and I think a good compilation was due for all these producers coming out of not just Toronto but Canada in general to showcase it all into one little package, and I think that was a good idea to do.
I think Nick Fiorucci did a great job with that. I mean, the whole idea behind it and getting everybody together to put on one CD, I think it was a great idea.
He has the best of the best on his CD. So whether it's a progressive song or a tech house song or a minimal track, you need to have the people that you know are going to be playing and representing Canada properly.
I think it sounds great. I mean, Deko-ze is crazy on the turntables, so he's always like throwing unexpected things in, so it's a great mix. Yeah.
My contribution to Canada's finest house was not only selecting the tracks for the CD, but also mixing and putting together and doing the programming for the CD. It was quite a labor because we had over 40 tracks to select and pick from. But between me and Nick Fiorucci, we narrowed it down to 14, and I really feel confident in the way that it all came together.
On this CD, we have, Flipside, Deko-ze, who mixed the CD. We have Tiras, Deadmau5. All these people are making incredible noise, selling records worldwide, DJing worldwide.
There's kind of a coolness in the Canadian industry that's not necessarily there in the States.
Take, for example, Beatport. There are many other sites that sell music, but on Beatport alone, in the last 14 months, maybe more, Canadian music has dominated the most downloaded songs on their site, and that's an international site, and predominantly Toronto-based. And I won't even get into names because it's not necessary, but people can do the homework themselves. The point I'm trying to make is, if we're dominating that site and we're doing well on other sites such as Track It Down, which myself and M1 had a #1 on there, and then we have guys doing well on Beatport, whether it's Tiras or Deadmau5 or Adam K or M1 or A-Track, then why not put a CD together with artists such as Martin Villeneuve or Gavo or Joey Seminara, Danny Nagels, Addy? It only makes sense.
We have tons of guys from Toronto coming out. I mean, let's not forget Max, Luke Fair, and Richie Houghton, and all the rest of the guys from Canada are pushing it. I think this is going to totally put Canada on the map.
Just the Tip is about that feeling when you first connect. Imagine you're in the middle of the floor and your favorite DJ or producer is dropping a song, you've never heard it before, and you just start pumping your fists in the air. That's what it's about.
Just the Tip is actually very lucky to be on Canada's finest house. It's a very sexy song. It's got great vocals by MC Flipside, and as you know, Just the Tip was produced by Joey Seminara, and Danny Nagels, myself. And it actually, we had the pleasure of hitting #1 on Beatport's Electro chart, as well as #3 overall. We definitely want to give a huge thanks to everyone who supported, from Deep Dish to Frederico Frankie, Christopher Just, Tommy Lee and DJ Aero dropping it at WMC in Miami was amazing. And definitely Toka Disco, who charted it for his WMC chart. Definitely a huge track.
I've had people email me on MySpace or Facebook or my personal account and ask me, well, my friends, like one email came from Saskatchewan actually, and I remember it vividly. Well, my friends and I were arguing in the car. What does just the tip mean? One, I believe that it deals with the sensation you feel from extracurricular activities. And then my other friend said that it's the feeling about what you feel when you have sex. So I was like, really? That's a nice email to get first thing in the morning. Where it comes from actually has nothing to do with neither one of those things, but I knew when I wrote it that it could be interpreted as such, which I knew would help create buzz, coincidentally. What Just a Tip means and where it came from was, I got this beat, and Joey Seminara and Danny Nagels asked me to write a song, and it had a really dark undertone to it. Like the bass line went boom 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 boom. So I sat there and I do what I'm doing right now. I close my eyes and I connect. And I was like, okay. So sitting on my stool, having an espresso in the morning because I need that little jolt. And I remember I was like, okay, yeah, that feeling all over me. So I was like, yeah, not bad, not bad. It was sick. Boom, 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 dum, dum, dum. And I was like, nah, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it. That's not it. No, no, no. Gonna leave it alone. So I have my digital recorder out because I have a studio upstairs in my house with a full rig and a professional mic, and I run Ableton as well as Cubase, SX, and with all my VSTs, etc., etc. So I was like, and that's not it. So I let it go. The next day, same process, wake up, have my coffee. Oh, that's a happy flow, that doesn't work. So then after I got back and I, used my digital recorder, went back, listened to, it was the, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, what if I take this part, and this part, put them together, speak a little bit less, leave a pocket so that the bass drives, and that's why I go, remember the first time you took a hit? Pause. It was the, and then so people can catch it when they're dancing. Because I always think if I was dancing, I don't want a vocal that's intrusive. Because that's annoying when you're trying to catch a beat and there's a bad vocal. So I let it breathe, and then I went back and I closed my eyes. Dum dum dum. Remember the first time you took a hit? You love the feeling. It was the shit. And then I was like, that's it. So I called Joey Seminara. I played it over the phone, and he was at work. He's a computer networking guy during the day. And he completely lost his mind. He was like, that's incredible. Then I called Carlo, let him hear it, called M1 because I trust his opinion. And he's like, wow, the delivery's there, the darkness is there, it can be interpreted in different ways. And that was it. A
lot of people told us that Just a Tip would kind of be our breakout hit. And we were kind of like, yeah, whatever. And then, when it really started to sell, and, you go on this website, Beatport, they use every day, and you see your name, like the top 3, with huge producers, like Sebastian Leger and such, just, you're immensely proud. Because we would do this even if we didn't have a #1, but it definitely pushes you to work harder, keep making music people love.